Yeah, hi Dol. Looking not too bad. I mean, first few things we go through blade grip, stance, posture. Got to narrow that stance down a little bit. You can see the overall thing with your action that you've got much hand action. If you look at your first line, club moves outside, then you get your second line too flat. Drop it at the third, you get very loaded and shut. So really, this moment, narrowing your stance and trying to get that first line online would be my first thing that I start to work on. We know we always said we're going to work on three things. You're going to work on two. All the best, mate. Let's see if you can get those first two things working well. It's cool. Whenever you go, mate, you're good. Yeah, Ryan, hey, look, not bad. It looks quite pretty at times. What we're going to try and do with you, we're going to narrow your stance down a little bit, and you can see the amount of excessive head movement you have on the way back. When you look at your back view, you can see all your weight's going onto your toes. We've got to start to try and centre ourselves a little bit better. It's all to do with your core strength, and I'm going to get you to pop and get you a little bit stronger with those legs. Thing they're trying to make sure the head's not moving too far forward on the way back. We'll talk about that little bit of over-the-top action that you've got later on, but let's work on two things: narrowing the stance and trying to maintain your headline from the back view. Hey, good boy. It looks pretty sweet. All the best.
Coach, how do you cut it? He's done page one, so I can't cut it. That's got a chip in it.
Yeah, Jack, hey, look, we know a couple of things with yours. We're looking at that right hand grip where your right hand gets extremely strong. We look at the ball position, which gets a long way back, but that's because of your grip shape. And then your club gets way inside when you look at your back view at your first line. And that's, again, because of your right hand grip. You've got to suffer a little bit of pain. You've got to try and work on that right hand grip. Those other things will start to improve as you improve your right hand grip. So number one for you, right hand grip shape. Well done. Yeah, Edvard, it's looking really good, mate. Your setup's looking just fantastic. We can see that from the back view how much your head moves towards the ball line. And that's about sort of core strength and stability. And I want to start to work on that. So we know we suffer a little bit with that shank from time to time. And we know we're trying to maintain the butt line and that right elbow line. So you've got space for your hands to come through or your elbow to come through. Whereas sometimes you move forward, the elbow gets in the way, and of course that pushes the shank of the club into the ball. Make sure that head's not moving forward as you're going back. Maintain that head position. That's not down, that's just maintaining that same aspect of the ball. Yeah, Matt, sometimes you've got a lot going on in your action and you can see it kind of moves a lot all over the place. When you're good, you're brilliant. When you're rubbish, well, we're all rubbish. And for me, it's trying to maintain your head position in the middle of your feet. It's trying to maintain your spine line a little bit better. And obviously in time, I'm going to try and get you to get a little bit more three-quartered with your action at the top of the backswing. We know we want to work on drawing the ball at this time, but let's try and compact it a little bit more and try and get that. It's called trilateral measurement, where your head to the top of your hips stays more the same. So all the best. You're playing pretty solid, but high draws the shot we want to be working towards.
Babe. Babe.
Hey Dylan, not bad, mate. You are a little bit narrow with your stance. I'm going to encourage you just to complete your action a little bit more as well. You're a little bit hold off three-quarters at the moment, but pretty solid. There's been a lot of improvement in your golf swing over the last 18 months since I last saw you. So I'm going to try and get you that thing where we go little step, big step, left foot out. Just allow your feet to get a little bit wider. And I'm going to start to allow you just to get a little bit fuller in your action, both on the backswing, on the way through, because I want you to start to release that club a little bit better as you're playing. But pretty solid, boy. Well done.
Oh, so good, Dylan. So flat. Hey.
So I'm looking here at Ernie Els from behind. thing we're looking at here is the ability for him to maintain his spine angle at around about 100 degrees from the original shaft line. So that spine angle, he's rotating around his spine angle, which is, as I said, you know, at about 95 to 100 degrees from the original shaft angle. We're going to be looking at his positions, what I'd call the takeaway, the loading and the top of the backswing positions. Look at the action here. We'll see that there's a little pull off the head with the head to start off with, then creates the rotation of the shoulders through with the separation of the arms and the supination of the hands. So lateral rotation, separate, supinate, lateral rotation, separate, supinate, and the fullness of the finish with the club finishing behind the head and the right foot working up onto the right toe. One of the big things I like to see is the ability for the right ankle bone and the right hand to work through the impact position together. You'll see the way that that right hand and the right knee work together as he's coming through the ball striking area.